The SOS beacon. No one in the capital of Cryer could remember a day when the city wasn't under threat. The latest pirate raid rattled the windows and sent tremors through the polished marble floors of the administrative complex. General Vuker, once a diplomat and now a makeshift military leader, rushed down the main corridor. His assistant, Igot, kept pace, clutching an ancient security badge. The great red doors to the government vault loomed ahead. Both guards, a pair of frightened adolescents, stood aside without a word. Vukar's heart hammered. This was it. The beacon, the treaty, the old stories of Earth's Deathworlders. He'd grown up hearing the tales. Don't summon Earth unless you're truly desperate, the old proverb said. Desperate was now. Inside, the vault's climate-controlled. Chill bit through his uniform. Row upon row of preserved alien artifacts filled the shelves. At the back, locked in a force field, was the Earth beacon, a heavy metal box, simple except for one intimidating red button. Egot hesitated, voice trembling. Are you sure, sir? They might not even remember us. Booker pressed the button. For a moment, nothing. Then the device unfolded, a blossom of hidden circuitry, lights blinking in unknown patterns. A tiny screen blinked to life. Words scrolled in several languages, establishing subather link. Please wait. Booker and Egot watched as the image of a human woman appeared. She wore a military uniform, gray at the temples, and eyes as cold as Arctic stone. This is Handler Kate Mell, Earth Defense Treaty Division. Who's calling on a legacy beacon? Booker steadied himself. General Booker, Cryer Defense. Our homeworld is under attack. Treaty code K-Alpha. We need assistance. Kate's lips pressed together in a hard line. Our records show your treaty is valid, just barely. We're obliged to respond. Is this a planetary threat? Booker nodded. Multiple pirate factions. Our defenses are failing. Please help us. We have no one else. Kate's gaze sharpened, her voice flat. If we intervene, the problem ends. But so do all other options. Do you understand what it means to call Earth? Booker glanced at Egot, then back. We understand. We have no choice. Kate's screen vanished. In the vault's silence, the air felt electric. The crier had called Deathworlders, and everyone in the city felt the shift in fate even before the first human ship arrived. Deathworlders. On the move, within hours, the skies above Cryer shifted from the usual blue to an angry grid of landing patterns and energy signatures. Cryer's orbital control was overwhelmed. Unidentified ships, sleek, armored, and bristling with alien weaponry materialized from sub-other folds. On the capital's outskirts, the first of Earth's expeditionary marines landed with cold precision. Civilians watched in stunned silence, as tall, armored figures strode down the ramps. Humans, yes, but not the soft diplomats from old stories. These wore exosuits, eyes hidden behind adaptive visors. Their movements were measured, unhurried, the kind of calm that comes only from absolute control. Commander Molly Carper, leading the ground force, established a command center in less than an hour. Cryer security officers tried to assist, but were quickly pushed aside. You called us, Harper said, voice clipped and emotionless. Now, let us work. The pirates never stood a chance. Human squads moved through city streets and bombed out industrial districts, using non-lethal force only when absolutely necessary. In the outskirts, precision orbital strikes vaporized pirate camps in a single pass. Cryer citizens peered from their shelters in shock as the chaos above ground gave way to a cold, almost surgical quiet. General Vuker was summoned to the new command center, formerly his own office. Harper didn't bother with pleasantries. Here's what happens now. Cryer's under Earth protection. All military operations fall under my authority until the threat is neutralized. Bukar's pride bristled, but he could only nod. Egot looked like he might faint. The city was safer, but it belonged to someone else now. The cost of mercy word of humanity's intervention spread across Cryer like wildfire. In liberated districts, crowds cheered as human medics distributed supplies and treated wounds. But Others, especially in the central city, watched the armored patrols with growing dread. Deathworlders, the children whispered, repeating stories older than their parents. If they're here, someone's about to suffer. Harper's command was total. Pirate leaders were hunted without mercy, tracked by drones, thermal, satellites, and special forces with instinct honed on 100 harsher worlds. Some surrendered immediately, hands raised in terror. Others tried to run, only to vanish without a trace. A week after the landing, Harper convened a council of Cryer's leaders. Earth kept its word, he announced, voice as hard as steel. But Cryer's safety now has a price. A human garrison will remain. All defense and security will be coordinated with us. Any attack here is an attack on Earth. The Cryer politicians shifted uneasily, whispering among themselves. Some protested. Is this occupation? Are we still free? Vuker spoke up, his voice steady despite the knot in his stomach. If the alternative is annihilation, then we accept your terms. After the meeting, Egoat confessed his fears. We're safe, General. But will we ever be ourselves again? Vuker had no answer. The enemy's strikes backward of Cryer's new. Protectors spread, and the pirate warlords threatened with extinction banded together. One night, a coalition of 50 ships jumped into the system, attacking with everything they had: orbital bombardment, kinetic strikes, even chemical weapons. Harper was ready. Earth's orbital defense net activated. Automated kill sats destroyed. Incoming warheads? Human gunships intercepted borders before they hit atmosphere. On the ground, the Marines deployed Peacefield's energy domes that shielded entire city blocks and fried any uninvited biological life. Every pirate ship that breached orbit was methodically targeted, disabled, then boarded by human strike teams. The battle raged for hours, the city's skyline lit by 100 fireballs. Cryer citizens huddled in shelters, terrified by the violence. Of their own salvation, by dawn it was over. The pirates were finished. Those not dead were captured and marched through the streets in shackles. Guarded by humans with faces like iron, the city's population greeted their defenders with a mixture of gratitude and fear. For many, this was the first time in generations they felt safe. For others, it was a new kind of dread. Vuker watched from the command center as Harper's Marines coordinated relief and cleanup. The Cryer had survived, yes, but as guests in their own world. No mercy, no chains weeks past. Cryer transformed. Human engineers built new defensive stations. Earth's flag flew alongside Cryer's on government buildings. Commerce resumed, but now under the careful watch of Earth's overseers. Some Cryer accepted their new reality. Eager to learn from their human allies, young engineers volunteered for Earth-run tech academies. Scientists welcomed human mentors, awed by their ingenuity and their willingness to share so long as the rules were followed, but resentment simmered too. Flyers appeared in the night, denouncing occupation. Underground cells formed, dreaming of a Cryer free from Deathworlder. Protection. General Vuker was chosen to address the world. His words, broadcast to every home, were simple. The cost of peace was high, but extinction was higher. Today we are alive. Tomorrow, we will decide what it means to be Cryer in a new galaxy. In the stars above, a signal pulsed from Earth. To every system, a call for help was made. Cryer is now under Earth's protection. We answer every call, and we finish every fight. The Cryer survived, but at a cost none would ever forget. And the galaxy learned, once again, that sending an SOS to Earth always comes with a price. End.